gentlemen, I forgot to put the banner up. There we go. I had to update that thing. We
What'd you
have
update? That I'm the winner?
pretty much. I think it's out of hand now, but that's okay.
I almost thought about not playing this week because it doesn't really matter. I'm 6 ahead
Mm-hmm.
with 4 games left.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, back to back
Go ahead. Go off, King.
NFL DraftKings champion.
Didn't even play all of them.
No, I played like 15 less games. Still won by 6. J-Vi knows ball.
J-Vi does new ball. Hard to admit. I mean, hard to dispute that.
You're
Other
hey,
people.
you're the golf guy. I'll give you that. You ran away with golf. Now here's going to be the difficult thing for me because I'm not playing golf yet.
Mm,
I'm not playing golf until after the Super Bowl because
whoa.
that's when football's over for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have a hole to get out of.
I think last year you were pretty done with football after the divisional round, but that's just.
I was because the Bills lost
Mm-hmm.
last year, but not this year. Not this year.
First time since 2021.
Yeah, and well, the 2020 season, but yes, it was played in 21. And do you know? So I have a joke
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
saw today. A Niners fan, 2 Cowboys fans, and a Vikings fan go into a bar to watch the Bills play.
Nice. Good joke. You come. Oh, dude, look at this. They're questioning your fandom right out of the
Hey,
gate.
always since '87.
Tell him. Tell him, TJ. Tell him.
Look,
Dude, you
well,
must
all
have not been
TJ,
at Wig Out Sundays back in college, TJ.
all TJ is right now is a Lakers fan because the Dallas Cowboys are sitting at home folding their jerseys.
Oh my gosh, dude. Back at Beef O'Brady's. We used to go. He and I used to go sit at Beef O'Brady's on Sundays. You should have
From
come with us.
from 12:30 until about 7:30.
Yep.
We'd have to go through
Yep.
2 waitresses
Yep.
because one
We have to
one would work
cash
the
out
early
one
shift.
waitress. It's episode 202. January 22nd, 2025. It is National Hot Sauce Day. How about that? Not the basketball player. I wish it was a basketball player. And one shout out.
Yes, and one shout out.
Sad day though. Sad day. We have 204. I think it's now 213 days until college football. So, yeah. Oh, Texas Burner snuck in here. If Allen loses this weekend, he's a disgrace to all of America. I mean, it's hard to argue that.
He's not.
B. McCormick also here. We got a lot to talk about: the Chiefs and the Bills and the Eagles and the Commanders. We got graphics. We got it all. But I'm telling you right now, dude, that long till football, hot sauce day. How about this? Quick fact: the average American eats about 3.2 pounds of hot sauce per year. I would say that is. Can you eat hot sauce? You know what I mean?
I guess you do though, because you put it on food, so therefore you
It's
eat
liquid.
your food.
That's one of those good questions right there. That's is a hot dog a sandwich? Is cereal a soup? That's right there.
Is chili a soup?
I don't know. I don't know. What are you talking about? What, hot sauce? It's no. Listen to is it dude, it's 3.2 pounds. Are you kidding me?
TJ's saying white people don't season their food.
Dude, I have so much hot sauce in my refrigerator, it's out of control. I don't eat. There's not much I don't eat without hot sauce on my scrambled eggs, hot sauce on my hard-boiled eggs. It's egg season 2025, hot sauce in my healthy dips 2025. 3.2 pounds seems like not a lot. I think I go through about 10 bottles. I don't even know how many bottles I go through.
But that's liquid weight.
Okay, Bill Nye, explain it to me, dude.
It's like water, dude. It's like water weight. Like water weight. You're like, I lost all this pound. And they're like, well, you just lost water weight. I mean, is that not the same thing as losing weight? But it's hot sauce, so it's liquid weight.
A pound of feathers is the same as a pound of concrete. You know that, right?
Not according to people when they're saying that you're losing all your water weight. When you're trying to cut weight for UFC or wrestling, you drink 2 gallons of water, then you cut all that weight out. You're just losing the water weight.
It's the same. All right. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Hey.
I was just confused. Is hot sauce pounds? Or would it be ounces? Well, I guess that's still
16 ounces is a pound.
Oh my
We did put up a poll.
That's exactly what we need to do.
Is hot sauce weight the same as regular weight?
Do you eat hot sauce or do you drink hot sauce? Is the question.
So what's the difference between eating a pound of hot sauce and eating a pound of chicken?
That's keto, though. That's keto.
Mm.
And I think hot sauce would dehydrate you because it has a lot of sodium in it. So it's the opposite of water weight, dude.
Sodium weight.
Dude, pretty sure sodium's lighter than. Where's BMO? He's the chemistry guy. I mean, I remember watching him try to take organic chemistry. I don't know. I think 3.2 pounds. I'm with TJ. It's light. That's light. There you go. There you go. There he is. BMO, organic chemistry, this thing.
Mustard is not great.
Mustard sucks, by the way.
Yeah.
Get that out of here. Mustard, mayonnaise, you can have it. I don't see him making a Duke's mustard bowl, but my God, if they did, that'd be an abomination. Hot sauce alone is drinking it, DJ says. On a food item is eating. See? But you don't drink it, do you? Well, I mean, sometimes. The Taco Bell fire sauce, you can drink that. That's without a doubt. I mean, you just crack open a couple of those while you're grilling wings.
Well, you don't drink wings.
I'm saying while you're grilling wings, you can just sip on that fire sauce.
You dip the hot sauce on the wings and go like, pause. Isn't that what the kids pause?
Yeah. No, there's a guy at work that says, what's he say? I'm weak. He doesn't laugh. He just says I'm weak. And I'm like, what does that mean, dude? But I never say anything to him. He's a nice guy.
Means he's Roloing. Rolo.
Hot sauce. It says you eat hot sauce. Once it becomes part
I would think that's correct.
I guess. I don't know. That's an interesting question. We need to put that up. We'll put it on Twitter. Big show today. Championship headlines, predictions, talking about the games. We have to get to them. 2 big games. Winner goes to the Super Bowl. Says it in the thumbnail. But it snowed down here where I'm from, dude. And I want to put this picture up.
You're not from there.
What?
You live there. You're not from there.
TJ's from where I live. Sorry. It snowed down here on the east coast of North Carolina, which was absolutely wild. So my kids were having a ball. We made snow cream. We did snow cones. We made a snowman. We were sledding down the back hill, which was, thankfully we didn't do that. My wife was home because, on our back hill, there's water. So
brackish life, dude.
Brackish life. She goes, were you really, where am I? New Bern, dude. Don't tell anybody.
Tackle box. Let's
go. Okay. So it did all that. Everybody's losing their minds. The videos are nuts. Also, I did have a hack though. I took the leaf blower out, dusted off the cars this morning. That's how you get rid of snow. So it was wild to see, dude. Wild. Those stupid ducks are still flying around out there. No, I didn't work out. I did work out though.
Weak.
And so I saw this floating around the internet. I wanted Tex to see this. Meteorologist, it's gonna freeze tonight. Remember to drip your faucets. And if you're from Houston, you just lay a chain over the top of it.
Strip, dude.
Shout out, dude.
Love that.
That's good right there. That was funny. Okay. This also was pretty good. Not to keep piling on the Ravens, but that was pretty good.
Love that.
And I just wanted to shout you out because this is something you talked about. I don't know if you're going to use it or not, but we want people to know that
Well, you're the
people.
graphics guy, so that's why I sent it to you. But
Okay, so I wanted
like
to
I
get
said
this
like I said a couple weeks ago, yeah, I think Joe. Let me get this out here. I think Joe Burrow is a great player.
months ago.
But last year with Jake Browning, they had the exact same record as they did this year. So maybe it's not Joe Burrow. Maybe it's the coach.
System coach.
And they fired Lou
Anarumo.
Amaremo, and they're trying to bring in Notre Dame's defensive. I don't get
They
that
did,
move.
which they did, which I made the graphic for the headlines, which we'll get to in a second. And then stuff just kept coming out. So I just put it in the document of like, oh my gosh, what is going on here? But this is funny because you were right. And then you had another one about Mark Andrews. I didn't put that graphic on there, but the one where they're still going, they're still going up
Yeah,
with
Bill's
that.
Mafia donating to his charity.
After everybody,
I can't take full credit for that because my guy Slick Nick sent that to me, but he
uh,
called it. He did call it, and I gave him credit on the show last week. And
oh
sure
yeah.
enough, what happens? The
Mm-hmm.
Ravens fans are sending him death threats. Bill's Mafia donating to his charity.
Donating to his. See, we have another one later in the show too. So, it's another Barstool guy. What was the one that was most recent?
What, them leaving? Everybody's leaving
No, there was the
Barstool?
Commanders take that I had that last year before the season started. I said, hey, Commanders, they're probably going to be pretty good this year. Probably be this year's Packers. I didn't have them going to the Super Bowl, but I was like, they could probably make the playoffs. So shout out that. There was another one that it was the Houston Texans having more wins than the Cowboys.
Mm.
Playoff
Mhm.
wins. And it's like, yeah,
Mhm.
we did that over the summer, Big Cat. So if you want to just do a bibliography the next time you want to steal all of our stuff, give us credit at all. Millie Goats at all. My wife's
They
like,
did
you
shout
should have.
us out on their show once.
They did. They did. So I feel bad for them. They're losing people left and right. So, anyways, you could
Yeah,
park in the garage too. That's a good way to get the
they're
snow.
like App State's coaching football coaching program. It's a stepping stool. You come here, you get good, you win a bunch of
Barstool,
games, you take your talents to the next level.
bar step stool sports.
Mm.
Hey, exciting news! I think we inked. The traditional Super Bowl guest is coming back.
Yes, we did. 2
So,
weeks.
yep, 2 weeks we'll have our guy back on. When in the meantime, I'm trying to get Ryan Fitzpatrick on by just dropping him hints, be like, "Hey, we have a mutual friend," but I'm not going to name drop him. But I just keep saying we have a mutual friend. If I say it enough, he's going to be like, "These guys are either really cool or they're just really creepy," and it's probably both.
You should start sending them like half pictures of Neil Gore.
I'm just going to cut off the hair. I'm going to cut off the top of the head and just send him the picture of the COVID haircut from our guy.
You should have Kilgore send him the Yeti that Fitzpatrick bought him for his Christmas gift and say, I've used this.
Yes, I've sat on your face. I've sat on your face, Fitzpatrick. So, anyways,
I think Lee McCormick wants us to talk about football.
oh yes, all right. Here we go. Speaking of headlines, let's put them up. Ohio State wins the national championship. We had LeBron James, who somehow had stickers all over his hat, like he earned them from Ohio State. We had Lou Holtz, Bryce Harper. We had the black end zones were back. We had Notre Dame going an 18-play, 75-yard, 10-minute, 13 run the damn ball drive, converted 2 4th-and-1s opening drive. That gave everybody hope to be like, whoa, Notre Dame's playing big boy ball.
They bully balled first drive.
Go ahead. What'd you think of that? Did that get your juices going?
Yeah, I mean, but like I said before, what always gets the Bills is the scripted plays. So like those were their scripted plays that Ohio State had no way to prepare for, and it worked like it was supposed to. When they actually had to start running real plays, like TJ just said, you found out who Riley Leonard was and
When you
why
can't
he
run
was at
QB
deep
ISO,
first.
QB power, QB counter, like, yeah. So, Tex, before we get going, hold on. I can't hear you. Tex, your mic on? He doesn't ever know how to. I never know what he's doing back there. Tex, this is for you. He doesn't know how to work his mic.
No.
Ever. He does this all the time.
That ball wall drip, dude.
Look, dude, leave your faucets on drip.
Hey.
You see this? This is what you did to your sink. Did you tell your wife?
David Banner.
Yeah.
This is how you let your sinks drip.
Hey, look at that ice.
It's the ice, man.
I did that for you. What do you think about the national title, Tex? Ohio State. I don't even remember what the score was.
I think that that first drive sucked every bit of wind out of the Notre Dame quarterback. He got out there, 9-minute drive down the field, giving everything he's got, and it literally was everything he's got. And I think that once that happened, and then they came down and crammed it down their throat in like 3 minutes the next drive from Ohio State, and they crammed it down their throat again, and then again, and then they couldn't move the ball. Everybody was like, and then you go to halftime, and they interviewed the Notre Dame coach, and he was like, I don't know what to do with my hands. And they asked him a question. He like had to think for a minute, and then he almost threw up in his mouth. And then he was like, "We need to play better." You could see it in his face, dude. Like he was just like, "We're getting our butts handed to us."
They didn't have any answers because I think Ohio State. Will Howard was 13 straight completions to open the game. Yeah. They had 5 straight scoring drives. That's before the half, and then they basically just quit at the end of the half. You're down, what was it, 28 or 21-7, and they just were like, "Yeah, we're not going to try to go any further here."
Yeah.
So he said, if I was a wideout for Notre Dame, I would pull an Antonio Brown retired at halftime. Hey, Penn State or Notre Dame, whose wide receiver room sucks worse? Dude, your son can ball though. I did see some videos of that. But anyway, so. Notre Dame. So we had in the second half, Judkins went right out of the gate, 70 yards. Fake punt, that sucked. We also had what that guy's name was, the Italian quarterback for Notre Dame. We had a stupid roughing the passer,
Angelosi.
And then Fowler jinxed them. They said that Ohio State never puts the ball on the ground. They only have 5 fumbles all year. Boom. Wow. Never say that because then they fumbled immediately after that, and that's when the comeback was on.
Yeah.
And then the comeback was off when they tried to kick a field goal down 31-15. So they went from a 2-possession game to a 2-possession game, but they doinked it off the upright. So it didn't even really matter with 9 minutes to go.
It did matter.
Oh, well, it did. Yes.
It did. That did. It costed the cover. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, it cost them a minute, but I don't think they're honestly going to make it back and score, but it costed the cover, which is the main problem. Like that was it. I needed that. I needed that
because it was plus 9.5, right? And that what you?
Yeah. Well, I took it. at 8.5. It went down to 9.5 or up to 9.5, I guess. But I took it at 9.5. Right.
I mean, shout out to Notre Dame for not quitting and actually making it because it looked like that thing was dead. Because
yeah. Like big ups to not quitting. Like shout out, not quitting. Shout out for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Not quitting. Shout out.
Hang the banner for guys who don't quit.
Hang the banner for exactly. Don't quit ever. But the person who needs to quit is Kirk Herbstreit. With his crying after the game.
Well, his alma mater won, dude.
Bro. No.
It's the same as Marcus Freeman. Everybody's saying Marcus Freeman.
Man crying on air.
You wouldn't cry if App State won?
I can't say because I did cry whenever the Niners made it to the Super Bowl.
You did cry when the Niners made it to the Super Bowl.
When we were in Atlanta, I was crying.
I'm gonna say no, man. That's fine, but don't be on air doing it.
Grown man tears though.
You were crying for different reasons though, because of who we were with.
Yes, who we were with.
You weren't crying because the Niners made it to the Super Bowl.
No, I was standing beside somebody who it was crazy because I was standing beside her when they called him to draft, and then when they made the Super Bowl. That was crazy.
But I say the same thing. Like, look, Kirk Herbstreit was happy. Those were happy tears. His team won. But like Marcus Freeman, everybody's like, Marcus Freeman pulled a Stephon Diggs and watched Ohio State celebrate their national championship. I'm like, do you guys remember where Marcus Freeman played college football? He played college football at Ohio State. He was
Yeah.
watching his alma mater celebrate because he was happy for him. Come on.
Oh my, shut up, dude.
Oh, maybe he should have cried too.
Yeah. Crying's in, dude. Chris Jones and all his guys cried like literally during the game. Crying's in.
No, Sean Marino cried during the national anthem.
Dude, they made a Snapchat thing. I did read that Kirk Herbstreit, his son, had to quit playing because of a heart. Like he had a lot going on. I think he's just been on TV too long.
Dude, he's
Like,
stretched in, man. He's traveled.
Think, going 6 games a week. I mean, come on.
I think
He just needs to quit. Like quit
and
go back to doing what we all loved him for. Like he was doing like 1 game a week, being awesome in that 1 game.
Yeah. I respect the grind. But I think he's also gotten worse as a commentator because your brain can't hold that much knowledge. He's doing NFL games and college games and 3 hours a game day.
Yep.
It's just too much.
You get lost in it, dude. You get lost in the internet, man. You can say whatever he wants. Agree. Well, we need him there right now because we can't have Al Michaels up there by himself, guys. We can't have that.
I tell you what I would like. I would like Fitzmagic to call the game with Tony Romo. Fitzmagic and Tony Romo together.
Oh my God. No. We need
the only other person I could think.
Yes.
I think so too. Or I don't know if you guys are familiar with Petros Papadakis. Electric Show.
Is that the guy from the Penguins?
The Penguins? No. He played.
I don't know why.
He was the last white. He was the last white running back at USC from like the late '90s, and he's just an electric factory. I'm telling you, man. He's got the best takes. He's on the Pac-12 network a lot.
Here, speaking of Pac-12, they were saying that this running back duo for Ohio State's the best, like one of the best of all time. Lindell White got a hold of it, and he goes, "I had more total touchdowns than these jabronis combined." That's the end of that argument. And I was like, "Tell him, dude. That was him and Reggie Bush."
Dude. He was so good.
Yeah, him and Reggie Bush together.
Yeah, him and Reggie Bush together was a perfect combo.
Oh my gosh, what a con! That was hilarious. I was like, "Yeah, you can't argue that. You're not arguing that." So, but J-Bye, you said it. Give us your hot takes. Does that make Michigan? Is the Big Ten now? Big Ten is the GIF where I'm the captain now. Look at me.
Yeah, back-to-back championships. You knew Ohio State was going to win this year because they always win the first year the playoffs change. So if you didn't put your money on them at the beginning of the year, you're an idiot. Hand raised, I'm an idiot. But, yeah, I mean, Big Ten's rolling right now. They got the most money. They got the most, they can play their players the most. And what can you say? It's where college is at right now.
Yep. I love it. That was a fun game though. They said it wasn't the most watched. I'm like, well, I mean, you had the inauguration, you had Martin Luther King, you had all this stuff. It's a holiday. I mean, I don't know.
SEC.
I enjoyed it. I watched.
Are mad too. SEC fans didn't watch that game out of spite.
That's right. They didn't want to. They probably wanted the tank to be like, see, they can't do it without us. And it's like, well, you're pathetic because you guys haven't.
And SEC fans are watching the inauguration because of who won.
They played nobody, Paul. Breaking news from BMO. BMO says some sort of NBA. He planning suspending Jimmy Butler for 2 games. That's different than when LeBron takes a couple of rest games off. Sports Show 36. Thank you, BMO, for that. In BMO A or NBA guy.
BMO SC.
There you go.
NBC. Yeah.
Also, dude, the Howard to Smith cover 0. What Notre Dame sent the house, iced the game.
That's what I don't understand. Your offense is finally starting to click, moving the ball. Ohio State can't stop you 2 possessions in a row, really, even though you missed the field goal on one. It's 3rd and 8. They have to get a first down. So they're they're probably going to throw it. Like why?
I think that guy was. Well, I think the issue was the corner was lined up so far inside because I think he was thinking slant or post, and that guy just went deep. And I think that might have been a call at the line or a quarterback looking at the receiver and just seeing what's going on over there. And
it was a great play by Ohio State.
yeah,
dude, it was Jeremiah Smith. You don't leave that guy
one.
one-on-one.
Well,
Yeah, I still don't understand the
but I
all-out
know,
blitz.
but still, but the guy was lined up so far. The corner he's lined up so far inside. He just gave up the outside.
Yeah,
He took it.
You know how
He was
many
like 5
times
yards away
won
from him.
NCAA missed that call.
dude. Yes, that was a good game. I was intrigued. It was awesome.
Yeah,
I thought
it was a good game.
I thought it was going to be a blowout, and credit for not quitting.
Credit to us for also not quitting watching football. Like
That's right.
I stayed up and watched it because I know in about 2 months, whenever we're sitting there watching, getting ready for the Masters, or 3 months or whenever it is,
Months will be March
I'll
Madness.
be thinking, man, I wish I really had some football.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I wish I'd have had a corner that was lined up way too inside.
Yeah,
On the best receiver. And watching Will Howard looking like the guy from Meet the Millers throwing him a fade.
I already feel like that. I mean, it's Wednesday night. For the last 2 months on Wednesday night, I do this show and I have a MAC game on. Buffalo and Northern Illinois or whoever the hell's playing, and I'm like flipping through the channels right now, trying to find something that catch my interest.
Dude, well, I would love a Polynesian Bowl right now. Just give me the high school Polynesian Bowl. I watched that on Friday night last week. I was like, I will watch this because this is great. It's good football, and I got to see Travis Hunter almost blow both of his knees out. So yeah, Ohio State wins. 213 days until college football ticks. 213. Mm-hmm.
Who's counting? Who's counting, anyways?
I don't know, but we have 2 weekends left.
We got a new team.
Have you seen the week 1 slate is a doozy.
Yeah,
it's like Texas, Ohio State. Yes, I mean it's got all kinds of great matchups.
Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, we do have a new team. We have a new team.
Yeah.
Aggies.
Yep.
Who's that?
Utah State Aggies.
Let's go, dude.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yep.
Right.
You're
USA.
right. You're right. There's a lot of Aggies out there, man.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember which one we were.
These are not the Texas Aggies.
They're not. Bears have a new generational quarterback and head coach now. I hear from the streets that Caleb Williams is walking in. There's never been a second-year quarterback that's walked into a better situation than Caleb Williams. That's what they're saying. Also, shout out Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson's left-handed. A Super Bowl. A left-handed coach has never won the Super Bowl. Tex, do you feel offended by that?
I feel like it'll be a great day whenever we have one.
Did you know that Ben Johnson
change everything?
Do you know that Ben Johnson went to AC Reynolds?
Yeah, he graduated with me. He was there like in 04.
You went to AC Reynolds?
No,
somebody said that him and Chase Bryce and
Luke
Combs played on the same football team.
I think they overlapped a little bit because him and Chase Rice were together, and Luke was like a freshman when they were seniors. Or like they graduated and Luke came in as a freshman.
Rico Deldo also went to AC Reynolds.
And
Caleb
Presley.
Dude, what a factory North Carolina has.
Well, AC Reynolds for back in those years.
I remember that
was a multi-time state champion.
Yep. So Ben Johnson to the Bears, Dennis Allen they hired. Lions fans are mad. Everybody's like, I can't believe he selected the Bears. He chose the Bears. And this idiot Danny Parkins on the internet, who's a Bears fan, is like, I can't believe we got chosen. I'm like, you paid him $13 million. Of course he was going to choose the Bears.
They got a good roster.
They do. Their quarterback sucks. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, I think that he's got to bring the talent out of him. I think it's there. I just don't think anybody's made him play on schedule.
Exactly.
In the NFL, you have to play on schedule unless you're Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson.
Think what he's going from. He's going from Jared Goff, statuesque, in the pocket, play action, solid running game, great offensive line, to guy who never wants to throw the ball on time, who never wants to stand in the pocket and take a 5-step drop, 7-step drop, and throw it where it needs to be. So it's like, I mean, already it's like,
Yeah, but the Lions also ran a lot of trick plays, which can get you off schedule with still kind of being in the pocket.
It's the basis of the play action.
And they can use Swift. Swift's a good running back. I don't know why
I agree.
they choose not to use him.
I'm not denying the talent that they have. I'm saying, can this dude?
Wait a minute. What are they going to do to repair the receiver relationship? Those guys all wanted out.
Well, now they have somebody. I mean, look at what the Lions did. The Lions ran the ball, but also their receivers were effective.
Yeah. They also had guys like Amon-Ra in the room who.
The question is
down to do the work. They had a different mentality.
Yeah, DTDTW. That's what they say.
The question is, the Lions have a good offensive line. Does the Bears' offensive line hold a candle to that? And that's still the question. I mean, you look, like I said, it's about the Panthers. It's like whether you want to like Bryce Young or not, or whether you think he's good or not, the Panthers' problem his rookie year was the offensive line, and they did nothing to fix that in year 2.
I agree. Well, no, they brought in some guards. They brought in that guy who's had the helicopter touchdown from the Dolphins. They did. What's his name? Howard? Something Howard or whatever his name is.
So I don't know. Brought in a running back.
Yeah, they brought in a playmaking guard. They brought in TikTok guard. He's there for the highlights. Anyways, who cares? It's the Bears. I don't believe in Caleb Williams. I don't think he plays football on time like you need to in the NFL.
He doesn't.
He's
not the athlete that some of the MVP candidates are.
Will Howard? No, they like Jalen Milroe. The Steelers do, Demo. He said Lamar had so much time in the pocket against Bills. The line seemed very legit. Yeah, I mean,
well, I saw quotes about that after the game. I didn't see him, when we were doing the podcast on Sunday. I saw him after that, and Bills players said that, they went after Henry because they wanted to put the ball in Lamar's hands and see if Lamar could beat them. And turns out he couldn't.
Nope.
I mean, if he would have played the whole game like he did in the third quarter, maybe, but he had interception. He put the ball on the ground, and that cost him 10 points.
The Ravens are 9-0 when Derrick Henry runs the ball for 20 times or more. He ran it 16 times.
And they're also 9-0 when he has 85 yards or more, and he had 84.
So MVP case closed because we've been banging on the table that if the Ravens wanted to win that game, they had to run the football, and they did not. 0 designed runs for Lamar too. Anyways,
well, is that bad on the Ravens play calling, or is that good on the Bills defense?
Both.
Refuse to give the Bills credit.
Well, I mean, I'm going to sit there and blame the Ravens every time because the stats are there. You have Derrick Henry, hand him the football. He was averaging like 6 yards a carry or something, was he not?
Well, in the third quarter.
Of course, it was terrible.
I mean, at one point in the game, Josh Allen, James Cook, and Ray Davis all had more yards than Derrick Henry.
But you say later in the game, but that's what Derrick Henry does. Lean on you, and then all of a sudden he just starts breaking chunk runs. That's what he does.
I know he should have took that one to the house.
Yeah.
The DeMar hit him in the.
DeMar Hamlin had a good game, dude.
He did.
They do need to have design runs.
I think it's going to be huge. Something to keep an eye on this week is if Taylor Rapp plays.
I did have that in the notes. Him
and Lamar together. You look at him and Lamar. This is their first year playing.
You mean DeMar?
Whatever, DeMar Hamlin. But they've been on the team. They've both been on the team. They practiced together last year. Behind Poyer and Hyde. So like they have experience playing together and communicating together, and it's huge in the NFL. It's communication. So they've had
relationships too, dude.
Yeah, they've had 2 years of that. So it's it's not as surprising as well as they play together as people are making it out to be.
Well, we'll get to oh God, I cannot wait. We're gonna get to that here. One more thing. The Patriots playing the hits, bringing back Josh McDaniels to pair with Mike Vrabel. All I can think about is all the guys in the Lay's potato chips commercial, Dan Marino, Jerry Rice, all getting back together and be like, should we?
Randy Moss.
Let's do it. Let's get the guys back together. We're going to go sign Jimmy G to back up Drake May.
Dude.
So
them and the Jets, I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know. The Jets hired Aaron Glenn.
I know. I don't get it. I get
like,
that he was drafted by them. He was a scout for 2 years for them. I understand that, but
have they not watched the defense the last few years?
The Lions have had, top 5 worst defense the last 2 years.
They've had one offensive coach in the last 20 years, and it was Adam Gase, the Jets.
Also
with his crazy eyes.
Yeah, with his freaking Chad Henne looking face. Mr. Googly Eyes.
Yeah.
Anyways, and Trent Baalke got fired by the Jags because he kept scaring all the coaches away. Golden, the defensive coordinator for Notre Dame, did go to Cincinnati. Anarumo, I don't know where he's going.
He's at the Colts.
Colts, there you go. And then Kevin O'Connell got extended. So a lot of front office stuff happening here, which I think is stupid because they should just wait till the season's over before we start doing all this. It should be a dead period. Let us enjoy the freaking playoffs.
That's the thing. It's not like college. Like, you don't have recruiting right now where you need to have a coach to sign players. You're not doing anything, and the next thing is March or April. It's why can't this wait? People shouldn't be doing interviews when they're game planning.
I mean,
I'm not just saying that because I'm not just saying that because the Bills are still in playoffs. I said this last year. I said it the year before. You should wait until after the season.
No, I agree. Same thing with the freaking transfer portal. He says Flores over Glenn. But Flores, I don't know, man. He did
Flores sued an owner already.
And he got torched whenever it mattered the most by the Lions and then by the Rams, right?
If I was an owner,
I'm sorry. Defensive head coaches just. When's the last defensive or offensive or defensive head coach to win the Super Bowl? I mean, not in the last decade, I don't think, right?
No, it's got to be before that. Let's go through it. Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs. Was in the Bucks in 21.
But yeah, Aries was the coach.
Yeah, Arians.
Chiefs again, I think.
Yep.
It had to be Belichick.
Yeah, that was the first name that came to mind for me was Belichick.
That's it, though. I mean, take him out of the equation. What other defensive head coaches won a Super Bowl? Tomlin, maybe?
Yeah, but that was in 2007 or 6 or something.
I'm saying, the last 10 to that's not. Here's TJ says, I don't know why Aaron Glenn until they get there's 32, but no quarterback and no chance to draft one as a rest. It is he is in trouble. I hate it. We should have taken the Jags job.
But that's his team, though. He got drafted by them. He first started working as a coach for that's his team. So, I think as a competitor, you're blinded by things like that because you're I'm going to be the one that changes this team.
True.
And it's just not realistic.
True. Well, all those
we would all take the app job. We would think that we'd be able to turn the app around.
I think we could, dude. We would turn it around. Obviously.
See?
Turn that around, dude. We got DJ up there now, though. Maybe he's that's who we needed. We just need to get a few more.
We need a thumper. We need a thumper.
When you get Maru back up there, we get the band back together. Just like the Patriots. Then we could go up there, get in the booth. Pre-game shows.
Oh, yeah. Exclusive interviews.
Yes. Just jam us all in the smallest possible booth, shoulder to shoulder, calling the games.
Put us up there on camera with our big, huge bottles of tea.
With our big, huge bottles of Simply Life sponsored. Mm-hmm. That's what we should do. Tex, I'm surprised you haven't started lining up Simply Teas right in front of your Simply Trues or whatever it is in front of your camera.
That was dip spit. I keep telling you, it's dip spit.
You just have a whole wall. We can't even see you. It's just tea, just bottles of tea. Okay. I don't even We got to do the football. Yay! Oh, I forgot to put that up. Whoops.
What?
Oh well. Hit it.
Football. Yay!
Woo! The original segments. We're going to talk some football here. I have some slides that I've hidden some other slides within, so don't worry about it. We got the AFC and the NFC Championships. We've got. I did put up this tweet that I wanted. People got into this. It was a Legends tweet that I did. Said if you could choose any legend from one of these teams, the Commanders, the Eagles, the Bills, the Chiefs, to come back and play for a Super Bowl with their team. A lot of people said Sean Taylor for the Commanders. A lot of people said Brian Dawkins for the Eagles. There was a lot of people. They were all over the map for the Bills. There was a lot of people that were the Thurman Thomases, the Bruce Smiths, the Jim Kellys,
Well, that's what so I wanted to ask you about this.
Steve Christie. Steve Christie, give him one more chance.
Redemption. He could probably still do it.
But here's the thing. This is what I wanted to ask you.
Number 2, redemption.
Is if you replace or if you bring that person back, do they have to replace the current player? Because I certainly wouldn't bring back Jim Kelly to replace Josh Allen. I wouldn't bring back Steve Christie to replace Tyler Bass.
Let's just say that you got that person whenever they were in their prime. You got to prime them and put them in the game.
Yeah.
But again, do you have to replace the person?
Yes.
Then no. I'm not replacing prime Jim Kelly for Josh Allen.
Thurman Thomas. Thurman Thomas. See, look.
I would pick Thurm.
Yeah.
And I think Thurm and James Cook are similar backs, but Thurm could catch better. He was a out of the backfield swing, throw it to him.
Who are people saying for the Chiefs?
Derek Thomas was the most said.
Okay.
See,
I heard Daniel Kilgore.
Yep, I threw that one in there. Yep. Derek Thomas there. We had OJ. I don't know about that. With
nobody said Tony Gonzalez.
Ooh,
nobody said Tony Gonzalez
over Travis Kelce,
here. Sean Taylor.
Yeah, I would take prime Tony Gonzalez over Travis Kelce.
I would take.
That's hot.
That is a hot take.
I
like that, but yeah, Sonny
Jurgensen.
He was the best tight end to ever play the game before Gronk and Kelce came in. So I mean,
yeah. So
you trade the Hall of Famer for a Hall of Famer. I don't know. They play in different worlds, man. They play in different worlds.
I'm surprised somebody didn't say they would take the Washington's old logo back.
I'm telling Mike Vick was thrown in there. Sean. Somebody said this was hilarious. Somebody said definitely got to be Kadarius Toney for the KC Chiefs, the only man on the planet who can stop Mahomes right now.
Yes, love that take.
I said, dude, that's good. So there was a lot of Dino Hackett for Kansas City.
Shout out
about that.
App State guy, yeah.
Little Fred Smirlos. There was some good
Randall
answers.
Cunningham.
Oh,
yeah.
We went out. In
John Riggins.
I'll tell you guys a story later.
All right, so and then this guy. I don't know who this guy is, but I was gonna save this for the preview to the whatever, but this isn't the guy. This guy went on a rant about again the KC officiating fiasco, talking about. I don't even know what he said, honestly. I didn't really read it, but I was just like, what is this guy talking about? We're not trying to get anybody about this. It's just a video of the Chiefs doing exactly what everybody else is doing, and then Chiefs fans twisting it into thinking everybody's mad at them. It's like, no, dude. And I don't know who Jason Reed is from ESPN. So,
well, I mean, is he even at ESPN? Anybody can put that in their name, but
I don't know. He wrote a book. I'm not really sure what it was.
Kid's book.
I read about it in the book. Dude,
I looked into some stuff too, and I read that, since Josh Allen has been in the league, or like the last 4 years or something, Josh Allen actually has more roughing the passer penalties than Patrick Mahomes. But let me tell you what the difference is.
Mm-hmm.
If you ask any Bills fan, they will admit that Josh Allen flops.
Oh,
Eagles fans refuse to admit it.
Eagles?
Like,
you mean Chiefs?
Chiefs
Eagles fans. Who are you talking about? Wait a minute.
Hey,
Jalen Hurts doesn't throw the ball enough to get floppy.
Hey, EGLSES.
Dude, I had that one too. Dude, I had it teed up. You haven't seen it? Oh my gosh,
No.
Tex. Oh, I'll save it for whenever we get to that game. But this guy, I don't know what he's talking about. This isn't the gotcha you think it is. Of course, the Chiefs have complained about calls. Undoubtedly, they will in the future. The issue is, despite overwhelming data showing that the Chiefs do not benefit inordinately from calls,
Show me the data. Show it to me.
He's just
many
trying
of the
to use
fans,
big
other
words
teams,
to
and the media.
intimidate us. We ain't
Dude,
scared.
I literally have a slide that
Yeah,
just
we went
says
to
here,
Appalachian State, doggone it.
players and coaches and other teams spout nonsensical conspiracy theories in trying to diminish what the Chiefs have accomplished. Former officials have explained on TV that so many of the so-called egregious calls are actually textbook based on the rules, which is great if they would throw the flag whenever Keyshawn Nixon gets his face caved in by Aaron Burks with the top of his helmet, causing a fumble and ultimately altering the path of the game. But it wasn't in favor of the Packers, so who cares, right? Let's don't get that one right. But let's everybody on Chiefs land stand on a tower and dictate, hey, we know the rules, you guys don't. You're just mad. No, shut up. Nobody cares about you. It wouldn't matter whose logo was on the side of your helmet. If they're calling calls like that, people are going to be pissed. It could be the freaking Lakers. It could be the Jaguars. If you do that and benefit from it, people are going to be mad. It doesn't matter if it's Patrick Mahomes. That's the part of the problem with the Chiefs fans is they think we care about the Chiefs. We don't. We just care that somebody's getting an advantage, blatantly obvious, and it ruins the games. It ruins watching the games, and it sucks. So
you're also going into that game looking for it too. Bills get calls, but we've been good. I've also watched the Bills for 15 years not get the calls because they aren't good.
Yeah.
Good teams don't have a lot of penalties because they're good.
Yeah. The last thing he says, most fans don't even understand. Also, every person is highlighted as a first ballot Hall of Famer. It's like, what does that have to do with anything?
That means they don't do penalties, dude. Chiefs are going to have less penalties than the Bills this week because they have more first-team Hall of Famers.
That's right. They have more Hall of Famers. Okay. That was a rant that didn't even mean to happen, but it did. So, what are we doing? Washington and Philly. Washington's +6 on the road, +230 on the money line, 47.5 over under. Tex, this is what we were talking about with the there's Herb Street. There's a guy riding a boat. Let's not do that. Right there it is. Here it is. Tex.
This guy riding a boat.
He was in a fan boat in Louisiana.
He has a fan boat.
He was doing donuts out there in the middle of winter. Just phenomenal. Here it is.
It never snows down there, I'm sure.
Here's the
Let me hear you all say
Mary
E-L-G-L-E-S Eagles. Let's go, Birds.
You should not be able to be
everybody behind was like, what? We missed one.
G-L-E-S Eagles.
You should not be able to be the mayor anymore if you can't spell.
Somebody made a shirt with that on it.
Good.
Incredible. Oh my gosh, man. Sometimes the internet is just a great place. Okay.
The internet's awesome and hilarious if you let it be.
Yes, 100%.
If you get caught up in Twitter battles like you do all the time, it can be not great.
Dude, when somebody tells me we don't know ball, I have to defend our name.
That's true.
Yeah, defend it. Yeah, get down and dirty.
Somebody comes
face
at us
down
and
in the
says,
muck and the filth.
You don't know ball. Da 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 da. Yeah, good to see all nine all pros can't beat one. Okay, here's the games, ladies and gentlemen. 3:00 Sunday, Washington Eagles. 6:30, Bills, Kansas City. Volume like 4 between these two quarterbacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mahomes 3-0 against him.
Mm-hmm. In the playoffs.
In the playoffs. Josh is 4-1 in the regular season.
Okay, we're all ball knowers here. That doesn't matter.
It's crazy.
I'm sorry.
It's crazy how similar the stats are. In the
unbelievable. I don't even know if maybe I did put it in there, but we're going to talk about the. I just wanted to point out my whole turnover thing. Here you go. All these top teams are playoff teams, just for the record.
Bills haven't lost a turnover margin in 19 games.
Why would you say that?
Because it's being talked about.
Gosh, you can't say that. As
we
a Bills
embrace
fan.
debate.
So, yeah, that is true, BMO. This just adds to it. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Super Bowl odds. See, I threw in a whole bunch of stuff. Philly, oddly enough, with their mayor that doesn't know how to spell Eagles, 170 plus 175, then followed by the Chiefs plus 240, then the Bills plus 260, and the Commanders plus 650, and that means we will be throwing in an E unit on the Commanders. You have to, right?
Have to.
Have to.
Is that
Here's
just
the
to make the Super Bowl or win?
I don't know. Super Bowl odds. That's all it says. That's all it says.
That's got to be to win it.
I did see somebody had a ticket of Buffalo Bills versus Washington Commanders.
Huh.
A future, which is pretty awesome. Here's the conference championship quarterbacks by college. Patrick Mahomes, Texas Tech. Jalen Hurts, Oklahoma. Josh Allen, Wyoming.
Ooh. We was going by where he graduated from.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he also graduate? Wait a minute. Didn't he also graduate from Alabama?
Tex, this is what I noticed too, because the two AFC guys are guys that stayed the course, didn't transfer,
Yeah.
true, loyal. The two NFC guys, the weaker conference, are guys that bounce around, transfer.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with the weaker conference, but
I put in a future for the Bills, and I believe 475. Yeah, that's a while back.
Nice.
So what I'm seeing here is people are going to make this look like it's more more SEC because Oklahoma, but at the time it was Big 12. So Big 12 QB conference, SEC only won. So
And the whack.
again, SEC is just taking it on the chin everywhere you go, everywhere you turn. They're just losing. Last 10 NFC champions. Weird. San Francisco right there, your last year, then the Eagles. This is basically the Eagles and San Francisco Invitational. And then the Rams, you can throw them in there a few times. But really only 3 teams, basically.
Man, what happened in the NFC South? They used to run game.
They did. Look at those. A lot of birds in here. 4 birds. 4 birds. Not really any correlation here. I'm not seeing any correlation between anything. But here we go. Best passer ratings in a single playoff game by a rookie. C.J. Stroud. Was that last year? Mark Sanchez. Oh, Brock Purdy. Wow, that's crazy. Look at that. Way ahead of Jaden Daniels. That's weird. Interesting.
Why is he on there twice?
I guess, because they're each different games. You don't average the two different. It's like in a single playoff game. It says it right there in the bold.
If Jaden Daniels wins this game, he'll have the same number of playoff wins as Lamar Jackson.
It just seems like a big gap there between 4 and 5. There's nobody in between there?
No. These are rookies now because not a lot of rookies make it. You're talking. I don't know how many rookies have started. And they also did minimum 10 attempts. So, but Jaden Daniels is number 4 and 5. But yeah, I agree. Okay. Whoops. Hit the wrong button. Ladies and gentlemen, we did the Philly Mayor video. This game's 3:00 Fox. So that means are we getting TB12?
I think so. Should be Greg Olsen.
Yes, it should be. First All NFC East Championship since 1987 when Washington played the Giants. Philadelphia is 9-0 straight up in its last 9 home games. The over is 7-3 in the last 10 NFC title games. Saquon is averaging 160.3 yards his last 4 games. That's stupid. Washington allowed Detroit to rush for over 200 yards last week and gave up 137.5 yards per game during the regular season, which was 30th. Philadelphia ranks 10th in passing offense in the playoffs at 186 and 14th in passing yards per game, which is dead last. Jalen Hurts is averaging 93 yards a game throwing the football. And both Washington and Philadelphia +6 in turnover margin so far in the playoffs. Hurts and Mitchell both likely to go. They were injured last week, and then Washington lost one of their guards. So that's going to be see you later, Jalen Carter, whatever you want to say. Initial thoughts. Tex, you're a resident NFC East guy.
I think you're going to see a changing of the guard in this game. Jaden Daniels is on a hot streak.
Passing the torch?
Playing out of his mind. Bringing the excitement back to bring the excitement back to DC. I think that they've got the defense. I think they've got the offense. I think they've got the receivers. I don't think that Jalen Hurts has the juice right now to carry the Eagles. Saquon's going to do everything he's got to do, but I just don't think that Hurts is going to have the juice to carry him.
No, he's hurt too, so the running thing might be a threat. But
Is this a weather game?
I don't know.
I don't think so. When I looked it up the other day, there was no weather games. It was going to be like 40-some degrees and no chance of rain. I'll look it up real quick.
You said something interesting. You said changing of the guard, not a pass the torch, not anything like that.
Changing of the guard.
Nope. I didn't realize Hurts was the guard.
So you're saying that Dak Prescott not the best quarterback in the NFC?
No, he's not. You guys, we all know that.
He's not in the top two.
The Giants don't
not
have
anymore.
A quarterback.
He's third best for sure.
Whoa!
He's not last best.
So you're giving up on Dak?
Oh, buddy, we got to find something else.
Well,
but talk to me. Talk to me 6 months, and I'll probably be like, Dak is the guy. But right now, we didn't make the playoffs.
Panic
we didn't
alarm.
really look that much. We didn't look bad with Cooper Rush. We didn't look different with Cooper Rush. So I don't know.
Every time somebody tells me Cooper Rush was the quarterback of the Cowboys, I know it's not, but Cooper Kupp's face pops into my head.
Who is
That's
mad
immediately
and
what
LA.
I think about. But I don't think a lot of people know this. Washington is 5-1 in NFC Championship games, so they have history of winning. They don't lose a lot when in the big game.
You got to bring out the 30-year-old when Jaden Daniels wasn't even born stat to say that Washington's going to win this game.
Just saying, could be it could be a turnout of revenge game, Super Bowl 26.
Okay, hey, revenge. Oh, I like that revenge game. Okay. I just think that Saquon Barkley is going to get the ball probably 30 or 40.
Good. He's so good.
I mean, and Jalen Hurts, like I was sitting there watching videos of Jalen Hurts throwing the football, and I'm like, he's got to have 6 seconds to throw. I don't know how he doesn't. The safety he took, there's a guy wide open. And he had the ball for like 4 seconds.
Yeah, but that's not anything new. He did that in college too. I mean, that was the problem with him at Alabama. That's why they put Tua in, is because he was so concerned about throwing interceptions. He didn't trust what he was seeing, and he held on to the ball until he could go off script and then make a play. I mean, he's been doing this forever, last 10 years. I mean,
I love whenever Eagles fans try to convince. They're like, yeah, he's the guy. It's like, he's throwing for 93 yards a game, man.
But it's like they say he's a guy because he doesn't have a lot of turnovers typically. I don't know what he has this year. I don't know what he has this year.
When he was the first 6 games, they were 2-4, and he had a turnover in like 10 straight games. And then he stopped.
Like college, like he didn't have turnovers.
Yeah,
he probably stopped because he's going back to what he used to do,
which is just hand the ball.
But like we've brought up before, is a sack the new interception because it's a drive killer?
I feel like Sirianni's going to do something stupid.
They're going to do something stupid. They're not going to give the ball to Saquon because they're just not going. It's what all NFL teams do.
Well, they
take the ball. Why did the Ravens not give the ball to Derrick Henry for a 2-point conversion when he was running it down the Bills' throat?
Yep.
I understand the defenses can make adjustments and might not line up how you want to line up for a certain play, but like until they prove that they can actually stop it, run the play with your best players.
Run the damn ball. It was funny looking at all the offensive statistics of the Final Four team. Washington, obviously, offensively is the best team left offensively.
Yeah.
The other 3 teams are like, yeah, we're our defense and special teams and everything else is just playing really well that we don't really have to put up any numbers on offense. We don't turn the ball over. I said it the other day. Every team that is here has not turned the ball over. They haven't lost the turnover battle yet. Crazy.
But, you brought up about defensive coaches. This Super Bowl could potentially have 2 defensive coaches.
Ooh, McDermott and Quinn, right?
Yeah.
McDermott and Quinn. What is McDermott? Well, we'll get to that in a second. But do you think
This is also a shadow Cowboy game.
Please
Shadow
elaborate.
Cowboy game. Dan Quinn, former Cowboys defensive coordinator. Kellen Moore, former Cowboys offensive coordinator.
Future head coach potentially.
Could you imagine if they both still coach for the Cowboys, where the Cowboys could be?
I mean, they'd probably be right here.
No,
Oh,
because you said
I
Dak's
don't
not
know.
a
We
top
still
three
got Dak. We still got Dak.
quarterback. So you're saying draft quarterback. Two defensive
That's
coaches,
it.
defense are both Swiss
That's-
cheese most games. It's not like they're playing. Like Dan Quinn's defense stinks. It was ranked 20th. The Bills' defense stinks. It's just the Ravens are idiots.
Bills' defense is a top 10 defense.
Do you think 6 is too much? I think 6 is too much.
No weather predicted in this game. 3% chance of precipitation.
Oh,
High of
man.
44, low of 26. So
Oh,
it'll
that's
be
it?
at 3
44?
o'clock.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think-
3 o'clock.
I-
Yeah. The
I
polar
think this
vortex
what
is
they're-
moving on.
I think what they're trying to tell us is that the Washington's magic is going to run out.
I don't think so. I think the Eagles are going to do something. So
They
they're going to do
beat
the
them
Ravens.
in Week 16. Washington
but
won the last game.
I know, but they're going to do something stupid. This is a rubber match, too, by the way. Daniels can be the first rookie quarterback to the Super Bowl. If Brock Purdy hadn't got hurt, it would have been Brock Purdy. I guess these same Eagles, jabronis. So I want the Commanders to win. Just put my fan hat
You
on.
hate the Eagles, though.
I hate the Eagles. I hate
You hate the Eagles and the Rams.
Demo, good point. Oh, that's what he said. Super Bowl graphic makes it appear to be KC versus Washington. I don't have it on hand.
No, everybody's saying red. They act like the Bills don't have red in their logo.
But Bebo was the Bills guy, too. I don't
He's
know.
not.
I don't know. I'm putting my fan. Everybody gets so mad at me, like Niners fan talking trash, TikTok especially. They're like, of course, I'm like, I could be a coward and just not wear my hat, like, and just be up here rambling my mouth. But no, I stand on business, 10 toes, stand on it. I'm a Niners fan, and I will talk trash about your team because I'm an irrational fan. Brock Purdy's the GOAT. Shut up. Anything else on this game?
No.
I don't think so. Okay. Who wins? I didn't even ask you guys that.
I think the Eagles win.
Damn it.
I think their defensive line's really good,
Gosh.
which
their
is
defense so good.
huge. And Saquon's probably like one of the best players in the NFL.
He's ranked PFF 10th on the running back list. They should fire that guy. That idiot. So
He's
Tex
really
wins.
good.
He's so good.
Commanders. The Redskins.
I'm with the Commanders too. Washington. Let's go. Let's do it for Brandon. That'd be great. Brandon Brindle.
No, and I just can't, like, of the two, the Eagles, I just can't. I can't do it.
Just something about it. I can't.
Yep.
I just can't. Can't do it. Sorry, Philly Dogs. I know you came on the show. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on, dude. Are you nervous or are you nervous right now? I got some slides. Let me lead us in here.
Are you making the dip?
No.
Healthy dips 2025. I've been making them every Sunday. Damn it. That's a lot of pressure. I guess I have to make healthy dips 2025. If I don't, will the Bills lose? That's the question. But also the Chiefs have been winning every time I make it. So I didn't have that power.
Did they win Week 18 when you made it?
I don't remember.
No. Bills didn't either, though.
No. Either Mahomes or Brady have been in the AFC Championship in the last 14 years.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
It's crazy.
Here you go. Here's your 30 for 30 opening whatever. That's
Four Falls in Buffalo.
Mahomes' little bros, Allen, right there, patting him on the head like he's Cindy Lou Who or something, sending him back to get a cup of water and go back to bed. Grinch is about to steal your Christmas. 2021 AFC Championship. Everybody remembers. No, it was the divisional round. That was the one. 2021, 2022.
Yeah, all they had to
That
do was
was
cover.
The divisional round was 13-7.
Yeah, all I had to do was cover Tyreek Hill. Just cover him for a second.
And Kelsey.
Yeah.
And then this year, I love this rivalry though. This is phenomenal. I really do. These two teams hate each other, but it's like a respectful hate.
I mean, it feels like a divisional game. Well, I think the Chiefs respect us. I mean, when we play them, it's a good game. I mean, like we weren't ready in 2020, 2021. We just weren't ready. I mean, that was Josh's third year in the league. You know, none of our guys had been there before. I think we're ready now. And I think it's been proven the last 2 years. You know, you look at last year's game, everybody wants to talk about the Diggs drop, which we ended up getting all the way down the field anyway on that drive in the same spot where he dropped the ball. And that was the field goal Bass missed at the end of the game. But like we were throwing to Sherfield last year. He had 2 huge drops. James Cook had a huge.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about Sherfield, former Niner. Shout out.
Yeah, and James Cook had a huge drop on a little angle route that you always run on NCAA to the running back that scores a touchdown. He hit him right in the numbers, dropped it, walk-in touchdown. You know, we didn't make plays last year. Not to mention, you know, I always give you crap about saying the injuries don't matter, but we pulled a dude off his RV headed down south to Florida beaches to be our starting middle linebacker last year, and AJ Klein, and expected him to guard Travis Kelce, who went off. I think it's different this year. I will say the Chiefs have a lot of guys back from injury that they didn't have when we played them earlier in the regular season. So, you know, they're a better team now. It's going to be a good game, dude.
Yeah, Travis Kelce's trying.
Travis Kelce, his last like 19 playoff games, he has had more than 5 catches.
I'm just saying, like the regular season, he wasn't a factor.
Yeah.
No,
but
he
now
was
he's turned it on. He's turned it on.
I saw
kind of what everybody expected.
I saw a picture of him like a couple years ago to now, and it's just like I'm not going to make fun of him for that because I get it. He doesn't even have kids yet, dude.
Yeah,
does he?
No.
Yeah,
he's he's in trouble. He's in trouble.
Well, his brother was an offensive lineman. He's got that gene.
He's got to do something about his hair. Why'd they pick this photo too? This sign, I have no idea what this. So there's a sign, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you who can't see the show and are listening through your earball. Almost said earballs. Technically, it is a ball. It's like your cochlea, shaped like a ball. But you can't spell Super Bowl without Josh Allen.
Right.
It's just
I love that take.
hodgepodge of words they just pulled out of Super Bowl.
Love that take.
Well, it's not actually Josh Allen. It's J blank blank H A L blank blank N. And then they highlighted
Ja Lynn.
I'm Jay. You're Ja Lynn, dude. Somebody call Ja. Get Ja on the phone.
I love that take.
Oh, look at this, dude. Who found this? I grew up a Niners fan. This quote from Josh
California.
Allen.
Tom Brady grew up a Niners fan. Aaron Rodgers grew up a Niners fan. I get it.
A dream come true to play for them. Be Adam Schefter's Know Them from Adam podcast before the 2000. Wow, he wanted to be a Niner. That's crazy. See that text?
I see it.
Guess what? Brock Purdy wanted to be an Arizona Cardinal. Like, who cares?
What?
Yeah, he's from Arizona. It's where he grew up.
I know he's from Arizona. Who said he wanted to be an Arizona Cardinal?
I'm just saying. You want to be
You can't confirm that. I have picture right there in front of your face.
Typically, like you're a fan of a team that either you grew up in that town or one of your parents grew up in that town.
Oh, no, one of your parents. Okay.
One of my parents grew up in Buffalo, so therefore I grew up always watching and cheering for the Bills.
So where Brock Purdy's parents from?
You picked a team.
Google that.
You picked a team that happened to win a Super Bowl when you were watching football for the first time. So therefore, you're a front runner, dude. You're just like those people you try to make fun of. Tex actually was born in Texas, so he can be a Cowboys fan.
Well, now I got to figure out. So I'm reading the people's where Brock Purdy. Oh, his father's from Brock Purdy's father is from Mexican descent, and his mother is Italian. So he's probably his mom was probably an Eagles fan, and his dad was definitely a 49ers fan. What are you talking about, dude?
No. I
Or
bet you his
Cowboys
dad.
fan.
Hang on. Wait a minute. I was about to say his dad was definitely a Cowboys fan.
Did you
Come
see
on, AK.
that
Or
they
Raiders.
opened up?
Or Raiders fan.
The Raiders.
They opened up KFCs in Mexico, and they have them NFL themed. It's the Steelers, the Chiefs, and the 49ers. So
The Chiefs. That's weird.
I'm just saying, dude. I just looked it up right there.
You didn't prove me wrong.
You didn't prove yourself right, though. That's the facts. All right. Kansas City hosting Buffalo Bills. 6:30 CBS. Tony Romo, baby. He's back. Since Kansas City committed 11 penalties for 120 yards against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers Super Bowl LV. I don't know Roman numerals in 2021. The Chiefs have been penalized 30 fewer times for 222 fewer yards than their opponents in their ensuing 11 playoff appearances. That's the BS everybody's talking about. You can regular season me this, regular season me that. In the playoffs, it is undeniable that the Chiefs have had the benefit of the calls. And everybody's like, well, they're more disciplined. It's like, that's great. But whenever it's 3 extra times per game, okay. Buffalo back in the AFC title game. It's the first time since 2021. Kansas City is 12-0 straight up in its last 12 home games. So these two home teams do not lose at home. The over is 6-4 in the last 10 AFC title games. However, the under is 3-0 in the last 3 years. That sucks. Tyson Benford,
Bills
Taylor
haven't been in
Rapp.
it.
Are they gonna? I think Benford's gonna play. One of them.
Yeah, he got put in concussion protocol on the onside kick. So who really knows? He was limited today, which, from my understanding, is a good sign because it did not practice. So that means he's progressing in the concussion protocol. Is how it was explained. McDermott said Rapp is day to day, so who knows what that is? I think that's a huge miss because Cole Bishop could be a great player. I'm not gonna say he
shout out Utah. Utes
could not be, but he's a rookie, and it's hard to be good in McDermott's defense as a rookie because it's so complex. And do you really want a rookie safety playing in the AFC Championship game? So it'd be huge if Rapp can play, but we'll see. He finished the hit that everybody says that his hip got hurt on. He finished that drive. So, I don't know if it's a pain management issue or what, but we'll see.
I haven't seen anything about it. Maybe I'll look up to it.
They're also saying Milano hamstring, so hopefully that's not an issue.
Does that mean Josh Allen is going to win the Super Bowl like the other prominent QBs were Niners fans growing up? I'm worried about Kelsey. Replace Andrews with Kelsey. The Ravens would have won from BMO. I don't know, dude. Lamar threw it late. That'll get people mad.
Behind him.
It was late behind him. I mean, what do you want to? You can't be openly critical of him. Like,
if you catch the ball like this, touchdown. If you're running this way and have to go like this,
where his butt was facing the pylon, he's running an out. He's running a quick out or a flat route to the pylon,
and he had to turn around
and turn his butt cheeks to the pylon.
Look, he's an NFL player, good player. He should have made the catch, but it was thrown behind him.
It was. People get mad whenever you say, "Oh, we're going to criticize." No, but Lamar knows that. That's rule number 1. Do not throw the football inside and late. That's just rule number 1.
He should have caught it.
He was wide the F open.
Yeah, he should have caught it. I'm not arguing that. He should have caught the ball, but we're just going to state the facts too.
We can also say that ball is not accurate. TJ says he should have caught it. He should have.
We agree with that.
That thing hits you in that clangs off your hands, dude.
He shouldn't have fumbled either. I mean, there's a picture, and it's 3 Bills players, Mark Andrews, and then another Bills player, and Mark Andrews is going this way.
I
But
saw
Mark
that.
Andrews goes this way, and that's when Benford knocked the ball. He shouldn't have fumbled the ball either. But sometimes the other team makes good plays.
I love the quote. It's like, you'll never guess where Mark Andrews ran after he caught this ball.
Yeah, the wrong way.
Dude, okay. So Kansas City is 14th in total yards. They have 212 total yards of offense. So I just find those stats hilarious. In the playoffs, they have the least amount of yards, which is it's just funny to me. That stuff is funny. Jalen Hurts averaging 93 yards a game passing, and the Chiefs being last in total yards. That stuff cracks me up.
Chiefs
So
don't turn the ball over in the playoffs, though.
they
really.
don't. I mean, you can't. They're not going to beat themselves.
I think
Like, if you make
Mahomes
a
has been sacked like twice in the NFC. Or he's had 2 turnovers in all of the AFC Championship games he's played. 2.
Where is your nervous meter? Scale of 0 to 10. 0 to 10.
Right now, it's a 0. I tell y'all this every single week. You ask me this every week. It's at 0 until Saturday. I start getting a little antsy. When I wake up Sunday, I know it's game day, and it's like it can't get there fast enough. That's why I like the 1:00 games, not just because my kids are asleep. My wife usually takes a nap with my kids, so I get to watch the game in peace, but it's because the game gets there faster. I don't like the late games. 1, it's harder to stay up. 2, you're trying to put the kids down and watch the game. 3, it just takes too long to get there. But until the weekend, I don't know. Just long, drawn out boringness. Everybody trying to top one another with who has the best stats, who can say who. Yeah, I don't know. It's just stupid.
What do the Bills have to do to win the game?
I mean, it's a legacy game. Josh Allen's legacy's on the line because he hasn't beat Mahomes in the playoffs. Mahomes' legacy's on the line because he needs to get to 3 Super Bowls because no other quarterback has done that. 3 Super Bowls in a row, winning them, and no other quarterback has done that in NFL history. So it's a legacy game for both of them.
Are you saying this is the Super Bowl?
No, I'm not saying. I didn't say that.
I'm just asking. I didn't say you said it. I'm just asking you the question.
No, it's a legacy game. But I mean, people like a lot of people have said. I've said it. This is the Bulls and Pistons. Michael Jordan didn't go in and automatically start winning championships. He had to get past the Pistons first, and the Pistons beat him a lot.
Same thing with Peyton Manning, even though
Peyton Manning didn't. Tom Brady wasn't undefeated against Peyton Manning. It took Peyton Manning a while to beat him.
He was 2-0, and then once Peyton beat him, then it was on.
Yeah,
and I don't think he lost to him again. So
Josh Allen's playing really good football right now.
So what you're saying is that the Bills need to play good football defensively, not turn the ball over, and Josh Allen has to score at least 1 rushing touchdown so I can get my anytime touchdown.
Well, here's the deal: is the Bills have built their roster to compete against the Chiefs in the playoffs. Our whole roster is built that way. I mean, that's why we went and got Von Miller. It's why we've drafted who we've drafted to compete against the Chiefs. The thing is last week when we played the Ravens, the type of defense we had to run, plays we had to do against them is completely different than how we have to play against the Chiefs. So it's, where we emphasize on stopping Derrick Henry and trying to make Lamar beat us with his arm. This week, we need to try and let Pacheco or Kareem Hunt beat us and take away Mahomes' arm, which you're not going to do. Mahomes is going to create his pass. Like, he's going to be creative. He's going to be off script, and he's going to complete passes. But you got to try to let Kareem Hunt and Pacheco beat you more so than Mahomes and Kelsey.
I just want to see some team execute the plan the entire game. Because people will hold him in check. They won't let him scramble. They'll get in his face. They'll rough him up. They'll fluster him. But then slowly people start getting lazy or tired or whatever it is, and he starts leaking out and running these, 15 to 20-yard runs down the sideline on a 3rd down, and I just want to throw my TV into the river back here. I'm just like, you knew this is coming. What do you everybody on film in the playoffs, Pat Mahomes is going to run the freaking ball later in the game. You know it. So don't be an idiot. So, TJ, here you go. Keys for the Bills. Feed James Cook. Continue to put a 6th lineman on the field. Protect the ball. Get out and throw it on it. The Bills do run a lot of 6 offense, 6 OL sets.
Yeah, I gotta. They run it more than anybody else in the league. I got a tweet from.
What do you want to call that package?
The
Double
bulldozer.
double zero.
The bulldozer. That's what they should have
Mhm.
called their freaking snowplow. But somebody wants to throw an H in the middle of
The
snow and be like,
bulldozer.
"That's creative."
No, dude, Deion Dawkins. Dude.
No, yeah. And then he made some glasses. I'm like, somebody's got to tell these guys that these just aren't funny ideas.
He's
They're
got
just buying
his
these.
face mask is a snowflake. It's awesome. Our guy
It just said snow.
Benjamin Slowlock, he tweeted out the Broncos rush defense regular season had a 33.6 success rate, which was the best in football. The
Dirty.
Bills against the Broncos 50% running the ball against them. The Ravens defense 35.8 success rate, second best. The Bills had 55% success rate against the Ravens. So the Bills are running the ball right now. The Chiefs have been a good run defense all year.
Mm-hmm.
Bills ran the ball on them, not I don't think to that success in the regular season, but Josh Allen took it in his hands that game. I mean, James Cook didn't have a great game against the Chiefs last time, but Josh had alleys to run. He took advantage of it.
I think
ball's got to be in Josh's hands.
it does.
Time and time again. Ball had to be in Armani's hands when we were playing. The ball has to be in Josh's hands this game. If you want to win the game, I agree that Cook needs to get his yards and we need to run the damn ball. But when the game's on the line, Josh has to have the ball in his hand.
I think the middle of the field, I think with the tight ends, because the Chiefs have all year, tight ends have torn them apart. I think you're going to be, and that's what the Bills have. They got a bunch of possession receivers, dude. Spot up, let Josh move. And I think the cornerbacks, you're not going to be able to beat them out there. Everything's going to be done over the middle of the field.
I think it's a Curtis Samuel game. He's starting to get hot.
Cade, maybe Dawson Knox.
Yeah, Dawson Knox. He's like a Chief killer. He has good games against the Chiefs.
I think that's where, and for
Ty
the Chiefs,
Johnson.
Dude, I love Ty Johnson. Love Ty Johnson. What do you think the key is, Tex?
Turnovers.
19 straight games winning the turnover battle.
Say that again.
Why?
I won't stop.
We've only had one game where we haven't forced a turnover all season. We've forced turnovers. We're ball hawks.
Do we think 47.5?
That's 20. That's 27-21.
But the spread's 1.5, so technically it's 23-24.
I think it's going to hit 48 or for sure. I bet the over.
I think they're lulling us to sleep here, guys. I think we get the Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes. Give me the 2021. Give it to me. Oh, muff punt by the Chiefs. That's right, dude. We didn't even talk about the punters. Oh, revenge game. Oh, man. Right?
Dude, punt god's not
even on the same level, dude.
No.
He was insert Batman Bane meme. Like, you've merely adapted to the cold weather, Aresia, or whatever your name is. Smoney was born in the cold weather.
Dude, Smoney is peaking. T-Bass is peaking. Yeah, I think if we get a couple stops, our offense and special teams are gonna win us a game.
Gosh,
Bucker's starting to lose it. All these kickers that have been so great the past 4 or 5 years are starting to lose a little bit. T-Bass is getting started.
I want T-Bass to get a game winner so bad. Revenge, total revenge.
I would be so happy for that guy.
Total revenge. But Punt Prince already had his revenge game during the regular season. True. Who wins? Tex.
Bills. I got a future on the Bills.
You have a flag football shirt, Bills?
I got a flag football shirt from the Bills.
Mm-hmm. Also, shout out me for giving our mom all the Bills gear that she's been wearing all playoffs. So I have to save the Bills yet again. J-Bye, who wins?
I think the Bills win. I mean, and I'll tell you this. The past few years, we've been very fortunate to have our friend play for the team that I love. And we've gone up and seen him play and got to do things. And he said, and we've said, if we make it this far, y'all can come. And I've always been available to come. This year, I don't think I'm going to be available to go if they make it. So
You're
I
gonna have
think
to
this
do-
is the year that they're going to make it.
You're gonna have to do something about that. That's not.
Push-
I know, but that's We got to do something. We'll start a GoFundMe.
We'll see.
I don't even know if that has anything to do with why you can't go, but that's why we're just gonna start one. Like that Packers fan that went and got his wife yelled at the games. I am in a difficult position here because I
What's
hate
difficult
the
about it?
Chiefs.
What's
Can't
difficult about it?
I hate the Chiefs.
I've been to 2 Niners NFC Championship
And you
games.
haven't taken me to one AFC Championship game.
I take you to regular season games.
I want to see you cry in the stands.
I'm not going to
Make the
cry
Super
in the
Bowl.
stands.
Yes,
I don't
you-
know
yes,
if
you
if
will.
I,
Wait a minute. Was the Niners game we went to the AFC Championship game?
not the one that me and you went to.
Okay.
We went to one in Candlestick, and then we went to one in Atlanta, and they won.
But
But you might cry if you.
I might cry if T-Bird is eating peanuts the way he was eating peanuts again. But that is crying from laughing. I might cry if T-Bird jumps over 3 rows of fans to try to get a shirt being tossed out by the cannon. But I'm
You
not
look
crying
like that
at the
guy on the
Bills.
boat where he gets slammed around.
Son plays for the Bills. He's jumping 2 rows to try to catch a T-shirt from a cannon.
Oh my gosh, we have to go. We got to go. I think you know what. For my mother's sake, I'll cheer for the Bills and for Smutty. I have to cheer for Smutty. No brainer. Okay.
And Josh Allen, dude. You know Josh Allen.
I don't. He introduced himself like I'm glad he did because I didn't know who the hell he was. Never forget that. Oh, this is that stat, by the way. You know the rules, so do I. Chiefs playoff penalties. I love this narrative. It makes Chiefs fans so mad. You can just flash this in front and be like, we're just more disciplined. It's like nobody cares, dude. We're still going to do this because we're all irrational fans. And if somebody else was in your position, you'd be yelling at them too. Just shut up. Stop acting like you're better than everybody.
I love Texas' take on this. He said, does ESPN think they know the rules more than anybody?
Yeah.
They just have more eyeballs.
They're just that's a sanctimonious graphic there. That's them saying
Dude, we need to
They-
tweet that. And
they
then
think they're
send it to
smarter
that
than
guy.
we thought that we were once before.
Sanctimonious. Okay. Let's do the DFS betting cards and such. Here we go. Let's do some parlays. Do it. J-Vi's up first.
So I don't know if you caught how I spelled Eagles here, but I'm going Washington +6 at ELGSES Eagles. And I've said before, stated multiple times, I don't bet on my own team. So I'm not doing that game. So I did a couple other prop bets for the NFC Championship game. I'm going Hurts anytime touchdown on a tush push. I was going back and forth between Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown, but I think A.J. Brown is going to throw a huge fit, and they're going to try to force feed him the ball and not give it to Saquon. They're going to hit him on a quick slant route near the end zone, so I'm going anytime touchdown for him. I'm going Austin Eckler, 3 receptions. I think the line was 3.5. Which the
Like
3.5 to make it 4 receptions was plus money. So I'm going 3 receptions. I'm going Barkley plus or 125 yards rushing and receiving. I'm also going over 3.5 total field goals made at plus 115. If you parlay all these together, it's plus 7,500.
Yes, I'm gonna have to do that.
Ooh,
I'm gonna have to do that.
me too.
I
Me
want a
too.
plus
I love
7,500.
that. I love that
I
one.
would love that. How about Jaden Daniels is so good. I like watching him play.
Yes. A lot of people are over his rushing and passing. I think it's 277 or 280 or something.
I think that Eckler one's a huge stretch, but
They've been hitting him though. He's getting a
think
lot
it's-
more play than Robinson. Robinson's getting the ball near the end zone, but Eckler.
Eckler's going to be the better play because he can move. He can be. You're not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to run the ball with a guard that went down and against this freaking deep. There's no way. No way. Here is the Cold Stone Cold Marble Slab Inside Scoop Championship Ice Cream Parlay. It's a plus 1253.
it's not
Washington.
cold weather this week. Why is this an ice cream parlay?
I thought it was going to be cold. I didn't even look at the weather.
That's why it's the
Yeah,
Cold Stone
so-
because they manufacture
No, this
freezer
should
ice
just
that
be.
they mix the ice cream on.
The
It
Dippin'
should just be
Dots.
it should just be the regular temperature weather channel. No big news here. Parlay of the weekend. Got it.
Fine. I'll change the name when I put the graphic out. Just write that down. Washington and Philly
The
over
weather channel
47 and a half.
see here parlay.
I think it's a trap. It's a trap. They want you to bet the under. Don't do it, you bunch of cowards. You bunch of cowards. Where I had there was a stat in here. Nope. I thought I put the over one in there, and I did not. Anyways, nobody cares. Devontae Smith, 4+ receptions. He is Jalen Hurts' guy. When he throws it 6 times a game, you can bet Devontae Smith is going to catch 4 of them, and
He's
for
the Eagles'
93 yards. 'Cause that's
leading playoff receiver.
Yes, he's the dude. Give it to him. Kareem Hunt, anytime touchdown, because somehow he keeps stumbling into the end zone, and their Pacheco's not right. He told you he wasn't going to be right because he fractured his ankle, and he will be on the Tony Pollard upswing next year. Thanks for playing, Isaiah Pacheco. Get well soon. Noah Gray, 2+ receptions, because there's no way and as we say this every game, on God's great gullet, that you can allow Travis Kelce to catch that many balls, even though he probably will. So if not, they're going to throw it to the backup tight end. 2+ receptions. And that's a 1253 parlay. And I'll change the name. Butch sent one in. Washington money line. Bills by $1 billion money line. Olamide Zacchaeus plus 2.5 receptions at plus 150. I like that one, even though De'Ami Brown has taken over. And then he goes over 21.5 yards receiving.
Well, he got hurt last game. That was the first time in like 6 weeks that he hasn't had more than 2 receptions.
Olamide Zacchaeus.
Yeah, but he got hurt last week. Yeah,
Here's
he's been playoff. The most
you can't see.
diabolical.
And then tried to defend it. Dylon gave us
even the first one is not in the box, so
Even
like
close.
I can understand it. Maybe he didn't have enough room for the second one in the second box. The first one's not in the box.
So we have these 3 boxes. If you can't see, they're positioned. There's one box on top beside another box, and they're side by side, and then there's a box underneath that splits them. And Dylon has put his font not anywhere close to the center of any of the boxes on the graphic.
I wonder if he knows you can make the font smaller.
Yeah, I have no idea. Like, he sent that, and I'm like, what happened here? I felt like Dumb and Dumber.
This
Harry,
looks
you're
like
lying.
this looks like a guy's first attempt at their first ever PowerPoint.
Yes, that's a good take. I like that take.
He said, Washington, Philly, Lizzle, Eckler over 19.5. Jaden over 19.5 passing yards, or Jaden over 224.5 passing yards. Eckler over 19.5 rushing yards. McLaurin over 64.5 receiving yards. Jalen over 21.5 rushing yards. So he's big on that one. KC and Buffalo, Lizzle. Josh Allen over 224.5 passing yards. Kelce under 6.5 receptions. Shout out Noah Gray. Dawson Knox under 15.5 receiving yards. That's nope. We just talked about that. Cook over 57.5 rushing yards.
I don't think Cook will be close.
Maybe.
Yep.
Tex, do you have any to add to this?
Yep, I have a couple. So I've got. Make sure get it for an extra card. I've got the
What is it?
Bills.
Oh.
The Bills
Okay.
to cover and over. Oh man. So whenever I took it, it was 48.5. Oh, I took it way early. That's right. I took it way early. All right, so over 48.5. Let's go. And then I got the Commanders at plus 4.5, also over 48.5. Plus
Come down a full point.
Is it less than that?
Plus, yeah, I took this like as soon as the odds came out. I was like, you know, I'm gonna gamble here, and I'm gonna bet that the odds are gonna go up, and now they're way down. But anyhow, I've got a
Not a
4-pick
good start to
parlay
the parlay.
for another 4-pick parlay. I parlayed
go.
all those and did single
Let's
game
go.
parlays on. These are also single game parlays and parlayed together. Saquon Barkley, anytime touchdown. Terry McLaurin, anytime touchdown. Travis Kelce, anytime touchdown. And Josh Allen, anytime touchdown. For
Four-legger.
plus 1302. And
That's
it's
a lot
no
of
sweat
money.
bet. It's a no sweat bet. So I put 50 units
Mm.
because I get that money back if I don't
Yes.
make it.
That's what I'm talking about. That's investing right
But-
there.
But you then have to use that as another 50.
What? Oh, somewhere else. That's fine. I'll figure something else.
But
I'll
you
parlay.
have to
I'll
win
parlay.
that back.
Okay, that's fine. I believe.
That's
Believe.
what it is.
All right, let's hang the banners real quick and then.
You did it! Congratulations!
Hang the banners. That's a hot take, BMO, and I love it. KC going to try to get Worthy a touchdown, rub it in the Bills' face like they did in the. So you're saying Worthy anytime touchdown?
They tried to do that in the regular season, though, and I think Worthy might have the worst field awareness out of anybody that's ever come out of college. That guy would probably have double the amount of touchdowns, yards, if he had any type of field awareness. He can never get 2 feet in, never knows where he's at, always short. I don't get it. He's fast. That's it. He's fast.
No spatial awareness whatsoever. None. Hang the banners. I want to go first. Can I go first?
You can go first.
Mm-hmm.
I want to hang the banner for another Barstool employee or former, whatever you want to call it, for stealing another one of our takes. Jake Marsh got all kinds of love for saying Jaden, Jalen, Josh, Patrick. 75% of the starting quarterback who wins the Super Bowl has a first name that starts with J. Well, that's great, Jake. Where did we see that from? I don't know. About 3 weeks ago, whenever I said it, if you want to be a playoff quarterback, you need to have a letter J in your name. Lots of J's up there. Whenever we discovered that there were like 10 out of 14 quarterbacks in the playoffs had J in their name, or 8 or whatever it was. So everybody praises. That's what gets me so damn mad about some of this stuff. Like everybody's like, wow, that's so funny and creative. And it's like, no, like we already said that. So
Is this how dare you or hang the banner?
hang the banner for Jake Marsh for being on the
How dare
finally
you?
catching up. And I'd also in Barstool for stealing another one of our stuff. And I'd like to hang the banner for this guy at the game for Ohio State fan, where it says on his sign, front row, $8,000, hotel $1,000, SEC watching from home, priceless. That's a great sign.
Dressed up like a Georgia fan,
That's
priceless.
exactly what I said. I was like, you can't. And then when I got into an argument with somebody about how it was the Raiders that did it first, the Raiders.
No, we're talking about college here.
Well, okay. I'm just saying.
No, I'm arguing with the guy that said the Raiders did it first.
Okay.
SEC lives rent free, that guy said.
He does have to be careful doing that and not. You can't do that. You can't be Spike
Looks
Shores.
like that. It also looks like that is made up, like the typing of it. It's too straight for how it is.
I saw Danny Cannell took a picture with it, so had to be true.
Maybe.
Who wants to go next?
I can go next.
I'll go. Go ahead.
I'm gonna hang the banner for our Lord and Savior, Josh Allen. Teams that Josh Allen has beat this year. The NFC's number 1 seed. The AFC's number 1 seed. The person that everybody says is going to win the MVP. The team with the most Pro Bowlers. The team with the most All-Pros. The number 1 defense. The number 1 offense. The number 1 rushing teams. The number 2 run defense. And the team with the most sacks. You know who's next? The team that Josh Allen has yet to beat in the playoffs, the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm hanging the banner for Josh Allen because this is the year he's going to take us to the Super Bowl, and we're going to win it.
I hope you get the 2-week media ride.
I don't
Where
want
it's
it.
just it's
I just want to
nonstop.
play the game.
No, it's nonstop. Everywhere you turn on, you get to listen to
I
all the
could, I could
shows.
see J-Vi getting so mad too. He'll be watching something. They'll be talking about something on the Bills. He'll just get mad and turn it off.
Yeah,
I could just see
I
it.
do.
I
I
could just see
don't
it.
want to talk about it. I want to play the game.
No, you don't know. You've never been there.
I just
have.
want to
I was there
know
before
what are
you
you
were.
what are you going to wear? What are you going to wear for the Super
Oh
Bowl?
yeah.
I'm gonna wear the
Where you-
same thing that I've worn the past 2 weeks when we've been winning.
What is that? Is it that hat?
It's this hat.
Here's wait a minute.
It's a Bills
here's
shirt, Bills hoodie.
what shoes do you wear?
I usually don't wear shoes during the game.
You wear your
Oh,
slippers.
Matt Collins.
Yeah, I do go Matt Collins.
Wow.
Do you wear your slippers like you used to?
Not
That
during
was
the
that
game.
was the old J-Vi Bills get up
Yeah,
with those fuzzy slippers.
it
Mine
changes.
I used to have
I have
cargo
pants. I
camo
have pants.
shorts.
I have
Camo
pants
cargo
and
shorts.
underwear I wear too.
I had a Chiefs fan, Country Roads Take Mahomes, just sent me a picture. It says the GOAT, and it's all the people on the right that says 0 Super Bowl rings, and on the left there's a picture of Kadarius Toney with 2 Super Bowl rings. It's like
Mm.
Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Jonathan Taylor. That's pretty funny.
Is the is the refs in the picture with Tony?
Oh, I'm gonna say that back. That was good. Tex, go.
I'm gonna hang the banner for 2 Bills Drive.
Woo!
They've got a score predictor thread for this game, and every single one of them says the over.
Told you.
So they're all saying it. We're saying it. Take the over. Hang the banner. 2 Bills Drive. Bet the over.
I think they're both gonna go over.
Mhm.
I think we've been lulled to sleep these
Yep.
playoffs.
I
Was
told
just
you. I bet the over on both, and I even took them at
terrible.
48.5.
I want quarterbacks to go off. I did not. I want the quarterbacks to go off. All of them.
We
Except for
didn't
Jalen
watch
Hurts.
football all season to sit here and watch a ground and pound run game. We want
Yeah,
the quarterbacks to go off.
Yeah, I definitely did not come here to watch Kareem Hunt run the ball 3 yards a carry. No. I want Josh Allen falling sideways, backwards, out of bounds, ripping 70-yard frozen ropes. I want Pat Mahomes, getting attacked by a chicken, the giant chicken from Family Guy, on the sidelines while he's throwing footballs to Travis Kelce. I want it all. I want all of that.
Yep.
Don't
Give us
don't
our
this.
26 weeks of football, dang it.
I love don't get me
24
wrong.
weeks.
I love defensive battles, but you can't sit here and tell me that one Bills Chiefs playoff game where the 13 seconds game wasn't the most electric thing you've ever seen in your life. So sorry, Bills fans, keep bringing that up. Anyways, that's it. I don't have anything else.
I remember watching that game. I was at my townhouse, and my daughter at the time was not even 6 months old yet. So, we put her to bed. My wife, she had to go to school the next day, so she went to bed. And I was downstairs watching it. The amount of times I jumped up and cheered, the amount of times I threw my hat on the ground, because the Chiefs scored right back, and I jump up and cheer. And then, after the game, I'm on my knees because I couldn't believe what happened, how we gave it away. And you say what you want about the coin toss, whatever. On the last play of the game, it was good on good. And their good won because it was Matt Milano, all-pro linebacker, versus Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce beat him and caught the ball and won the game. So it was like, you were mad your team lost. You gave it away, you blew the game. But, it was good on good. Their good won. But now our good's better.
Let's find out. Can't wait.
Yeah, they're making a big deal about how the Chiefs didn't have one of their DBs, Watson, for the last game. They didn't have a defensive tackle who's back now and helping with the run game. The Bills didn't have players. Spencer Brown didn't play against the Chiefs last game.
Oh, yeah.
So, therefore,
Milano didn't, did he? Or did he?
Milano was still out. Coleman didn't play. Not that Coleman makes a ton of plays, but I think if he's out there, you got to account for him.
Yeah. I think he's a little bit he's not great, but he's a little bit of an X factor whenever you get in the red zone.
Yeah.
Mm.
But we didn't run a lot of our 6 offensive linemen that game because Spencer Brown was hurt. So we had Van, whatever his name is, at right tackle that game. He's technically our 7th offensive lineman, probably 4th tackle, because our 6th guy you can play tackle too. But so we didn't want to run that 6th offensive lineman a lot in case he got hurt. And then if Van, whatever his name, gets hurt, then we're completely screwed. So we're going to run that a lot more this week. We'll see what happens.
I cannot wait. This is going to be so much fun.
I think the fact that the Chiefs have fast, athletic linebackers, kind of nullifies James Cook a little bit. I think he still has the capability of making big plays, and we should still give him the ball. But, you might see a little more Ray Davis running downhill this game.
Ooh, I like Ray Davis. I love it whenever they drafted him. Kentucky Wildcat.
See, though. Amari Cooper, that was his first game back from his broken hand. He played with a cast on his hand that game. He had 2 catches for 55 yards.
Oh, BMO's already throwing. Look at him.
Dude, I'm telling you, I think hot take, mark it down right now. January 22nd, 2025. Joe Brady stays at the Bills this year. The Bengals have another so-so season. They fire their coach, Joe Brady, to the Bengals.
To the Bengals?
Yeah.
To
reunite with Burrow and Chase.
Okay. So you're saying Joe Burrow's going to throw the season? Wow.
I didn't say that. I just think they're going to have another system season where they underperform. They might make the playoffs, but they're going to underperform.
Okay. There you have it, folks. Episode 202. I don't have anything else. Oh, wait, hold on. Yes, I did. I'm an idiot. Well, that's debatable sometimes, but
No, son.
could be. I was an idiot whenever I was sledding in our backyard. Tex, you know how our backyard looks? My kids were sledding down our backyard, but I was playing goalie.
I'll keep it from going
Yes.
straight into the
Yes, basically a death cliff.
Yep.
But we had a good time. So here we go. Here's all the things that you can follow us at. Come yell at us on TikTok. Everybody does. Just know that we're not that serious. You don't have to get that mad, but it is funny. So anywhere you get a podcast, be out tomorrow. This was a long one, boys, but I think it had to be a long one because we don't want football to go away. And J-Vi is in the AFC Championship, and we have to let him speak his truth as long as he can. Mm-hmm. It's a lonely road whenever you're the last one left. Been there multiple times. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, hit it.
We love football.
Go Bills.
Go Niners.